Ah, it's the good, we're leaving our label, but we're not disbanding. But don't be fooled. When an idol or company says this, a breakup is soon to follow. In recent years, we've seen members leave their original label. Among them include Sonushide or Girls' Generation, Girls' Day, EXID, and Crayon Pop. But members that say this insist that they'll still be one group, that they'll still be close, that nothing will change other than having different labels. And a few of them even think that we'll do better than before. Come on guys, you guys know that's not true. K-pop fans are a bit smarter than that. And recently, I saw EXID on a TV show, and some of them were crying and just getting just emotional and just hugging each other and saying we support you and whatnot. And I was wondering, well, if EXID is still one group with just different labels, why are they getting so emotional? They're still one group, right? But the fans already know that since Hani and Jungwa left Banana Culture, it's not going to be the same. And deep down, I know that EXID members know that, hey, after our promotions, our things in Japan and in Korea, it could be over. But they can't really say that. Why? Because if they actually said, well, look, guys, we're not going to do anything as a group anymore, a lot of the fans might leave, the brand name will be tarnished, and they can't make as much profit. And I can't really blame the singers or label to have an optimistic view. In the end, it's just really wishful thinking, and here's why. Now, getting a 4 to 9 member group alone in the same company is hard enough. It's hard to get them all to go to choreography practice, singing classes, to eat together and whatnot. So imagine having to coordinate singers from different labels, but still one group. I'll give you a real life example. So say you and your best friend both live in the same city, but one day your best friend moves, we'll just say 200 miles to a new city for work or college. And for the longest time, you and your best friend would hang out every week because you guys lived in the same city and you guys liked each other. But when your friend moved 200 miles away, you guys swore that you guys would see each other every week. But what ended up happening is that those every weeks became maybe every month, and then every 6 months, then every year, then very rarely. And it's not because you and your friend hate each other, it's just that it's a lot more convenient for your friend to make new friends and hang out in his new city, and it's more convenient for you to find new friends to hang out in your own city. And that's the same thing with K-pop labels. When a K-pop group has a lot of members, they'll either stay in the same dormitory, or if they live in an apartment or a condo, they'll live relatively close to each other because they have to be near their label. That makes sense. But when you have members from different companies, this is where it gets messy, because maybe a lot of them are living here with their original label, but then like 2 or 3 of them that signed with different labels, they live here because they're going to stay next to their label. So you can see from there just how hellish it gets to coordinate singers from different labels just from these 2 examples. The next one is who's really in charge. So if you have multiple labels managing one group, who gets to decide who gets the most profit? Who gets to decide their next songs? And you can see also how ego gets involved in this. For instance, if one company thinks that their singer is doing a lot better and drawing more of an audience and more popular, then they might ask for a bigger cut because, hey, they're drawing the audience. But what happens if the other companies say, hey, we want equal profit sharing? But who decides? The company that has that superstar ace, or the other companies that say, hey, you know what? We should split the profits evenly. And the answer is, I don't know. Because unless all the labels manage to work harmoniously and in lockstep with each other, it rarely works. Now, even in a show such as Produce 101 that grabs trainees from different agencies, in the end, when the show formed the groups IOI and 101, they were both headed by YMC Entertainment. And in 101's case, they even took it a step further. They said to their trainees, now singers, that they can't pursue any individual activities with their original labels while part of 101. The lesson here is that groups should always be unified under one company. So you don't have multiple other people trying to make a decision. There's also animosity that might happen between either the former company or the former singers. Say like a former singer that now works for another company has to work with their original label because they're part of the same one group. Maybe the singer or the company have bitter feelings towards each other. It would just kill group chemistry as well if the former singers or former label are really uncomfortable working alongside each other. But it's not just the singers or labels, it's also the fans. And when a group member or more leaves their original label, to a lot of the fans, it doesn't feel original anymore. And there's even a K-pop term for this called OT, or One True, which stands for the original members. And fans know that if a singer is now part of another company, that it just doesn't feel the same. Because K-pop fans, as I said earlier, aren't dumb. They know that the best groups are led by one company and have stability. Because when it comes down to it, it just feels weird to have members from different labels but acting as one group. Now, another big reason why members leave their original label is that they want to pursue something else. It's usually acting in dramas, movies, or emceeing on shows. And for these K-pop stars now turned actors, they want to align themselves with a company that can help them act. So they would sign with an acting agency rather than stay on with their K-pop agency. And another thing is that these now idol turned actors start to become busy in their new career. And while they still say we're still one group, their newfound schedule just makes it pretty much impossible to continue being a K-pop group. Because as they now get new acting gigs and have to be on location to act and to do fan meets for that new drama or movie, where are you gonna find the time to perform as a K-pop group? So the group activity goes to a complete halt and fans forget that they're still a group even though they haven't officially disbanded yet. And this example is the reason why I tell K-pop fans that rather than look at a K-pop's official years together, I would look at their active years together that they're still promoting and doing things as one. And this of course excludes military service for guys or emergencies, but yeah, in general, look at their active years and you can tell when a group is still relevant and trendy or whether they're just faking it. And I think that having K-pop singers as well as their labels do this facade is just not cool, because we all know that in a year or two, the group is going to disband because of inactivity. And I think to the fans of that particular group, it's really unfair because you're really holding them hostage. You give them that false sense of security, that false hope. And I don't think fans should go through that with their favorite group. So I think the way they should do it, the best solution, is to do the old-fashioned method. And you can do it a classy way, like how Sistar did it a couple years ago in 2017, where they all just wished each other the best. They knew they were gonna break up, and they still support each other to this day. And they just had their goodbye letters. That was really classy of what Sistar did. There was no different labels, no false hope, and no false illusions. Another way to do it is to get back at a later date and form your own company. And this is what Shinhwa did. So they all had to go through the military, and once they all finished their military service in 2012, they made their own company, the Shinhwa Company. And while each individual member have their own agencies for things like acting, the overarching company, like the one that calls the shots, is the Shinhwa Company. And that's how it should be. So if you guys like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon below. And if you guys like real talk on K-pop, please download my free ebook below. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.